Hey, what's up, guys? The Beast Frenchie here, and I'm back with a brand new Shootout commentary. And this is a really interesting topic because this is with my favorite team, the Montreal Canadiens. So I know a lot more about this team, so I'll be able to, make a better video and know more what I'm talking about. So yes, John Scott. There was a trade basically today. Tinordi got traded away. I'll talk about Tinordi a little bit later, but Tinordi got traded away for Bartley. That's how you should see it. Victor Bartley did not got traded for John Scott. Stop saying the trade was Tinordi for Bartley for Scott. It's not Tinordi for Scott. It's Tinordi for Bartley. I'll explain you why later. I'll explain you later. You'll understand. And yeah, that's what I'm trying. Okay, so the trade was, like I said, about 10 times already. Tinordi for Bartley and also John Scott. There was also Stephen Fournier. He is a Habs, if you want to call that a prospect. He was a third, 23 years old. When you're playing in the AHL on, I think, the third line, so that's not a really huge deal to me, but still important to mention. He was involved with that trade. So yes, Tinordi is now joining Arizona. So Tinordi, I know a lot of Habs fans are mad about this trade because I saw a lot of really rude comments towards Marc Bergevin. But I sincerely think this was a good trade for Montreal because, okay, so if anybody disagree with me, if any Habs fan disagree with me, please tell me what Tinordi did so good in his career. Please tell me. In my opinion, every time he went to play in the NHL, it wasn't a good game for him. It was just every time you see him on the ice. Well, I know he was playing physical and shit, but you have a lot of defensemen in Montreal already doing that. Not a lot, but you already have defensemen on Montreal doing that. Think about Emelin, also Gilbert a little bit, but mostly Emelin, and also who was it? The other one, Patron is also. He's also really physical when he wants to. So yes. So Tinordi is he's a good prospect, right? He's gonna play for sure in the NHL, but he's never going to be the top 2 defensemen everyone expected him to be. So yes, don't think he is that good of a prospect and he has so much value, so much trade value, because he doesn't. Because he is about around 23, 24, 25. I really don't know for sure, but he's around 24. He was drafted 6 years ago. 5 years ago, 5 year and a half, let's say, on this by Montreal, And since then, he went in the NHL. He played not so many games in the NHL, really, and also I don't even know why you guys are loving him so much, because every time, in my opinion, he was on the ice for Montreal, it was not even that good. You have a lot of young defensemen in Montreal that are coming and that are good. But Tinordi, man, I feel like Habs fans are not going to like this, but I feel like he was a bust. It was not the greatest Habs prospect. I've seen some dumb comments like that. That it was not I've seen dumb comments saying that he was one of the best defensive prospects. In my opinion, that's not true, because if he was that great, he would have got a roster spot. And it's not because Thierry hates him or anything. In my opinion, he was just not NHL ready. In my opinion, he is only a top 2 AHL. He's a top 2 in the AHL for sure right now, but he's not NHL ready. So yes, that's pretty much my opinion about that. And I've seen a lot of comments saying dumb shit like, "Oh my God, this is another McDonough for Gomez trade." But no, it's not. And really, because it's not, because McDonough and Tinordi, they're really not the same. All right, we knew at the time that McDonough had a lot of value. But the thing is, Scott Gomez at the time, you like it or not, he was a really good player when we traded for him. When we first traded for him, man, he was a really good player. And the first year we played with Montreal, he had a really good season, but no one remembers that, apparently. Only me. He had about 50 assists in one season. So that is really good. And also, I think he had something like 20 goals. So that's about 70 points. So that's not too bad. He was a good player at the time. that we traded for him. So hang on, I don't know what I just did. Accidentally press B. Let me quickly go back to online shootouts. There you go. So yes, like I said, it was not that bad when we traded for Scott Gomez. And well, we knew that McDonough was a good player, but in my opinion, you gotta give something to get something. At the end of the day, we lost that trade, but still, man, in the first years of this, after this trade, we won it. But then McDonough became a really good defenseman, and well, we lost the trade. But yes, you can't compare McDonough with Tinordi. They're not the same. McDonough is way better defenseman. Yeah. Also, you can't compare Scott Gomez to Bartley and Scott. They're just not the same. Let me quickly find a game because it's been a while since I've started this video and not even started the matchmaking. Now that started. All right. So yeah, yes. What can I say more? Well, you can tell why this is not Bartley for Scott. This is not Tinordi for Scott, but more Tinordi for Bartley. Because well, I've wrote that's a guy from, I don't know. That's a guy from Woo. TVS Paul, that's a French, that's a French TSN, kinda. Yeah, that's kind of TSN in French, basically. TVS Paul, if you don't know about that, well, you're most likely not French. But let me quickly mute this guy so I'm not pissing him off. All right, mute him. There you go. Oh, I'll take Montreal. Basically, where's Montreal? God damn it! Oh, there you go. Alright, so he's taking Pittsburgh. Fine with that. Alright, so like I was saying. Yeah, alright, so that's a guy from TVA Sports. So he's somebody that knows what he's talking about, I guess. Said that John Scott was not even supposed to be in this deal. But Arizona really insisted to put him in the deal. So, well... because he really wanted to get rid of him. Like, they really did not like him. I don't know why. Well, I kind of know why, so I'll explain to you why I think they really wanted to get rid of him a little bit later, maybe after the shootout. But that's Arizona that insisted to get John Scott on the deal. The Habs did not give a shit about John Scott. And then, well, Arizona really cared about moving John Scott out of the squad. But yes, that's one thing. So yes, that's why this trade is not Bartley. That trade is not Scott for Tinordi, because that's the only thing I've seen Habs fan talk about, John Scott. But remember that at the beginning he was not even supposed to be in the deal. It was supposed to be like Bartley for Tinordi and maybe something else. But for the moment, let me do the shootout and I'll talk to you guys after the trade. After the shootout, I'll talk back after. Well, hang on. Trying to do too much thing at the same time. After the shootout, I'll talk about the trade again. Alright, now I'm up 1-0. Now let's see if I can keep this lead. It's a little bit laggy. Alright, hit the post. Is he leaving? For real? No, okay. I don't know why he tried there. Galchenyuk, let's go. Galchenyuk. Ah, man, I should have shot. Fuck. Should have shot the puck here. Price, let's see. Yep, there you go. I don't know what he even tried there. That was dumb. You wasted Malkin there. Good job. Right, DRNA. I'll show you how it's done if you want to take a slap shot. Ah, fuck. Almost went in. Alright, Price, let's see. Oh, fuck. Oh, come on, man. I really hate those goalie controls. Oh, man. Gallagher, let's see, man. Fuck, are you kidding me? Come on. He had a wide open net and he missed it like that. Come on. David Perron, come on now. There we go. I saved it. Saved it. Eller, you got to score if, well, I want to have a chance to win this game. Fuck, are you kidding me? Twice I missed the open net like that. If I lose, man, I'm really fucking pissed. Oh, no. Oh, shit. At least he missed the net. Oh, no. All right, Gilbert. If you miss an open net again, well, I'll swear. I don't know what I would do, but there you go. Oh, man. If I miss the net again. All right, Letang. Miss the goddamn net so I can win it. I really deserve it. There you go, Pricey. That's what I like to see from Carey. Motherfucking Price. All right. Come on now. Stop lagging. Level 10. All right. I'll show you the assistant replay while I'm talking about the trade. Good. So, I was saying before we started the shootout that this trade should not be called Tinordi against Scott. It should be called Tinordi against Bartley. And, well, that's what it should be, in my opinion. But, yeah, you can call it whatever you want. So, yeah, who's Bartley, basically? Bartley played more than 100 games in the NHL. So, that means he has way more experience in the NHL than Tinordi had. So, that's I think, that's a good thing for us, at least. It was not he did not have that many points in the NHL, but it's still like Tinordi. What do you expect to get from him? Basically, that's what I'm asking. You can get a lot. You can get a lot for Tinordi, who is, in my opinion, is a bust. But yeah, that's maybe only my opinion. Like, so Tinordi had only 46 games, right? But Bartley had more than 100. So that's, I think, good. That's one thing. All right, and also we got John Scott in this deal. Everybody knows John Scott. I don't even need to introduce him. 11 points in 285 games. Yeah, pretty much. And also, he has 1 assist in 11 games in season. Good job, John. And also, yeah, that's the main thing about John Scott. 542 minutes of penalties in 285 games. So I don't even want to talk about this guy. I've talked about him once in a shootout already. But it seems like this shootout is not going to be, well, true information anymore because, well, John Scott is not going to play at the All-Star game. I don't know if any of you guys realize that, but since he's going to be playing in the AHL with the Ice Caps, I don't even know if they should play him in the AHL, in my opinion. In my opinion, he does not even deserve to play hockey, but yeah, that's me. That might be only me. So yeah, he should be playing in the AHL with the Ice Caps, but I'm not even sure if that's going to happen. But that means he's not allowed to play the All-Star game, the NHL All-Star game, because, well, he's not an NHL player anymore. So, yeah, he will not play in the All-Star game. And, yeah, that's why I think the Arizona Coyotes really insisted to get him on the deal. That's another thing that I've wrote on RDS. That's another... That's the French TSN, basically. That's pretty much it. They said that John Scott refused to... Well, he refused not to go to the All-Star game. He really wanted to go play the All-Star game. He really said, yes, I'm going to go play the All-Star game, and fuck you guys. But no, he's not going to. And that's why I think he decided not to go. That's why I decided... I mean, that's why I think the Coyotes decided to trade him away. So, well... He goes in the waivers, and then basically he can't play the All-Star game because he's playing in the AHL. So I think that's what Arizona tried to do while trading him. But that might be only be my opinion. But yes, that's something I wrote on where I wrote that RDS, like I said. So yes, John Scott refused. Arizona asked him to go play in the All-Star games. He said, fuck you. Well, I don't know if he said fuck you, but he said, no, I will play in the All-Star game. And the NHL asked him not to play in the All-Star game, and he said, no, I'm going to play in the All-Star game. So yeah, I mean, that's one reason that I think why Arizona traded him away. But yeah, so basically, to recap, this trade was Tinordi for Bartley and John Scott. So, and yeah, let's look at it like that. This trade was Tinordi for Bartley and Fournier for John Scott. I think that's how you should look at it. All right, because Fournier traded for John Scott. I think that's good value, if you can even call John Scott value. But yeah, and Tinordi for Bartley. I think that was not the smartest move from Bergevin, right? But it's still a good move. I mean, Bartley has more experience in the NHL. He is a little bit older, and well, I don't know. He do not have the same amount of points because, well, he had only because, well, he has way more points than Tinordi. Also, Tinordi only had 6 points in about 50 games. So I don't know if you realize that, but that's not a lot. That's not really good. And he had in those 50 games he played, he had 66 minutes of penalties. So that's not good for a good prospect. I mean, anyways, I've talked about Tinordi a lot already. So yeah. So basically, like I was saying, it's Bartley for Tinordi and Fournier for John Scott. So that's how I think you should look at it, in my opinion. Yeah, that's only my opinion. Tell me your guys' opinion in the comments. I know this might be a long video because, well, I had a lot of things to tell you guys. But I know something you should be happy about, even if you're not a Habs fan, is that John Scott will not play in the 2016 All-Star Game because, well, he's now an AHL player for the how is it called, for the Ice Caps. So yes, that's one thing I think you guys should be happy about. Even if you're a Habs fan, you should be happy about that. John Scott's not playing in the All-Star Game. That makes a spot for a really good player and a really good NHL player that earned a spot. In my opinion, it should be Crosby, but since he's not in this division, I don't know if that's gonna happen. I mean, I would really like it to see Crosby play in the All-Star Game, but yeah, I don't even know why he's not there. I should talk about this in another video, though. It's been a really long video already, so yes, I hope you enjoyed. If you did, you can leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you're new, and I will see you guys in my next video.